everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and DC NFT is dropping Batman 423, the classic Todd McFarlane cover that we all know and love so much in this digital collecting space. This image has been reproduced now on multiple platforms, and this is the comic that started it all. And I'm going to break it down for you, give you my price predictions, show you what the other Todds are worth on the other platforms, and just talk about this comic in the real world and its significance, because it is a pretty good one for sure. And I'm definitely going for this drop. It's coming up on Thursday. I'm going to break down the numbers for you. I'm going for this one 150%, and I hope you are too. So if you do like this video, make sure you smash like and comment down below. Now, if you want to join this channel as a member, get a drop head 3 level, do the membership level 3. You'll get into my program for comic book rewards and OMI and everything else, and you'll get a drop head 3, which are 3D collectible and NFTs on the open sea. And like I said, it gets you into the rewards. We have lots of Batman comics and stuff that we do, and more future rewards coming on the digital side. So you want to join up, DM me, I'll get you into the program for sure, and to our members Discord. But let's break down this comic. Now, here it is on the DC site. It's looking great. It is a legacy comic, so you can see they have the different cover variants right here with different grading levels, in regards to condition. And you can see all of them look amazing right here. The legendary, of course, is the pristine one. Look at the uncommon. It's all beat up. There's some stuff right here going on and everything. Now, this is an interesting thing to note. Okay, so on this cover right here, let me just go back to the cover right here. On this cover, they are using the first print. Okay, so this is important to understand. There are a couple of print waves this went through. The first print has Batman in the corner. See him down there as a little square. The second printing right here has this little thing in the corner. See that? DC comics aren't just for kids. And also the third printing. So this is going by the first print original, which is quite amazing, right? If you actually look at the email they sent out right here, like I said, here it is. Let me just zoom in a little bit for you, okay? So 9 a.m. For the public sale. Bat Cowl early access again at 6:30 a.m. And there's 5,000 of these only, and you get one each. So this is going to be on Thursday coming up. So I will be going for the early drop on this one. I will be trying to get one on the early access. And then, try to, the reveal will be 11 a.m. Pacific time. I'll definitely go for one in the public sale if I don't get one. So that's kind of how it works there. If you're a Bat Cowl holder, you get early access. If not, you go to the public mint. Of course, it's going to go to public sale. So if you don't have a Bat Cowl, you're still okay to get this comic. I think you should just be fine. I do think this one's going to sell out, though, because it's so popular in regards to how beautiful it looks and how iconic it looks. In the real world right here, the physical copy, now this is the first print. Okay, it's a key issue classic Todd McFarlane cover. Now, this is when he actually did Batman. Very short-lived, but I mean, such beautiful art right here. You can see there's almost 3,500 graded, so it's incredibly popular. 9.8 still go for 2,600 US, which is high market cap. So you can think of it like the same way you'd think of the Miles Morales comic, the Ultimate Fallout 4. Tons graded, but a high level in regards to market cap. So this is a very popular comic. If you're a comic book collector, you got to have one in your collection. I got one right here. I mean, you got to have one in your collection for sure. It is one of those iconic comics of all time. So I think it's going to do well on the DC app right here. I'll give you my thoughts about what it's going to go for in the aftermarket, just on my predictions, right? But that's how much it goes for there in regards to the value. If you go over to eBay, you can check it out. You can get some different copies of it here, different levels, 250, 100, like that kind of thing. They've reproduced it. Look at the Spawn cover there. That was reproduced as well for sure. But you can see, look for the little Batman in the corner if you want the first print. Down here, you can see this is the third print, and second print have the DC one. That's this one right here. You can see that in the corner right there. That's a second print. So look for the first print one if you want to go for one in the real world. And check it out. You can pick one up right here. Here's a raw copy first print for about 200 US or about 180 US, 240 Canadian with 12 watchers. So that's kind of somewhere where it goes for. You could pick up other ones as well, for a little bit cheaper depending on condition, right? But definitely grab one in your collection. Now, this one is iconic because if you go back to the other platform that I cover the most on this channel as well as Vivi, this was the first ever drop that they did on the platform for Vivi. It's the Todd Batman from the Black and White series. This is a statue in the real world as well. So you can see how, like, this is what Vivi chose to launch their platform with. Pretty impressive, right? As we all know. And then over on McFarlane themselves, now they're starting to get going. McFarlane, as you know, he actually released one of his own, slightly animated. There's a blue one, there's a black one, then there's a signature one. 126 Matic is the floor on that one. If you look at the Todd right here, for how much this is going for on Vivi, 600 gems is the floor on the bottom one right now. It's been up to 800. It's been up to like thousands. It's come down. It's kind of like in that little level right here in this area. So that's where that one goes right there. And this one goes for about 126 on the blue one. If you scroll down right here to go to the more scarce black one, 250 Matic. And then if you scroll down a little bit further on their market right here, you can see that the signature one, once we get to one, is sitting at 1500 Matic. So you can see that this one's still retaining really good value over there. And I've been waiting to grab the this one, the basic blue one again, and add that back to my collection. I landed the signature one on the drop actually, and I sold it for about just under $1,000, which is amazing. So I'm looking to grab this one right here. But also on HRO, they have the card as well. And this card is also beautiful, okay? This is from the DC Showcase Multiverse. This is a common on the market. This goes for about $5 or so for a card, right? And that's not bad, actually, compared to a lot of the cards on the platform on HRO. Some of them are worth a ton. A lot of them are worth $1 or whatever. This one's worth about $5 or so. And you can see right here, it's a beautiful card. So you can get this card and you can get this one animated and you can get the first DC NFT of all time on Vivi. And then, of course, you can get it in the real world. And coming up right here, you're going to be able to get it on DC. So what are my price predictions for this? Well, it's going for $10 right here, which is $9.99, as you can see down there, okay? So I think that the common is going to go somewhere around retail, around 10 or so. I think the legendary is going to probably reach about $300 to $400. That's just my guess, you guys, but I think it should be around that range because it is so iconic, Now, I'm trying to be a little bit like, positive about it. The DC platform has had a lot of issues lately with regards to people buying and purchase power. But I do think this could reach about 400 or so. More likely it could reach around, it's probably going to be around the 250 range, but it should be, up there. Everyone in the backhouse community should want this and want it bad. So and then everything else in between is going to fall in between. I think the uncommon, this one will go probably for about, 12 or so or 15 right off the bat. So I'm going for this one. And if I don't land one, I think I will. I think I'll make a public sale. I will definitely pick up that uncommon or common, and we'll see where the legendary sits. If this legendary is like under 200, that would be an amazing purchase if you ask me, just my opinion. Anyway, you guys let me know what you think about this one. It is an iconic cover of all time. It's one of the greatest comic books that you can really find in the world. Not in terms of its overall value. There are more valuable comics, but in terms of iconic comics, there's some like this one, Spider-Man 300. There's other covers that everybody knows and loves and has in their collection. This is definitely one for the digital side of things that I want to get your hands on for sure. Anyway, good luck on the drop. I'll see you in the next video and happy collecting.